Oh, Michelle's gonna be happy. We have a viewer, and the viewer shared a video about how Aaron was right about volcanoes, just using photographic evidence of heat signatures, basically, and it makes perfect sense because molten glass like melts at a lower temperature, obviously, like people do glass blowing and that. It was good, and yeah, big explosion. Ingenious. But that's the thing. There are those who see, there are those who see when shown, and there are those who just will never see. But that's, I don't know. What was Michelle doing? He went to the party, he took MDMA again. He stayed up all night. Now he's got high cholesterol. Not because of the party, but like because he doesn't exercise enough. He's a doctor. He should be healthier. But I watched one battle after another yesterday with Vanessa, and she really liked it. But I met that guy one time when I was writing for. Oh yeah, that's what the guy said. Fuck me, where is it? The Judy Wood book. I've got the Judy Wood book in the garage. Um, Hang on. Let's see if I can't find it. If it's just on the pile, there's a couple. Oh yeah, so back to the movie. So, what was it? Because I used to interview movie directors for magazine. This is one of them. It was just like the Australian version of that Vice magazine that's kind of going bust. And so, there you go. And that was one of the directors I interviewed. But the other director that I interviewed, Paul, called Paul Thomas Anderson, who made the movie yesterday that we watched about the revolutionaries, which was pretty funny. I actually really didn't mind it. And yeah, Vanessa really liked it. So, but the Nepali food was awesome. We got buffalo. I haven't had buffalo in like about 8 years since I was in Nepal. So that was cool. Where the fuck is the Judy Wood book? Alright, I will look in this one last box. Not old DVDs. Oh well. I'm not putting in that much effort. There's actually not that much stuff in here. But I do still have in one of these boxes the Dr. Judy Wood book. And I'll pull that out again because that's got some great photos in it. Photographic evidence. Photo synthesis. You just show someone a picture and tell them a fucking story. And they synthesize it. The photo. Yeah. So what was I thinking about? Oh yeah. If I were to make a movie, I could do the one with Dead Kelly, which is about the hoax character Ned Kelly. But it'd be like a group of young, ethnically diverse Australian people. And then like this like cult that's what I had at the beginning was the cult. And they're like with these older white people who like summon the undead Ned Kelly to go after the young radicals. And then, because I mean, it's a horror movie, so you have to form the young people getting killed off in that. But then they get control, or one of them gets control of Ned in the end and uses Ned to slaughter the older cult. Is it miscregation, miscegenation, what race mixing? What the fuck do you call that? Because that's the one that the Jews are all funny about. So, but the director of that movie, he's married to a mixed race Jewish person. And like, who was that woman that I met that time? The one who did the Aboriginal Australia documentaries, another mixed race Jewish person. Just like that other guy, the one who ended up directing Thor Ragnarok. I used to paint houses with this guy, and he ran a little film festival. His name was Simon. And this New Zealand guy, Taika Waititi, and he's Jewish as well. So, I guess you can be successful if you're mixed race and Jewish. But whatever. So today's going well. I gotta go to work today, but today's a public holiday because of the football grand final. And I bet $5 on the Geelong Cats, like, I don't know, 10 weeks ago or something. So I win like $35 if they win the grand final. Good for them. Gambling. It's not a gamble if you know the outcome. It's not a gamble if it's rigged. So I guess that's kind of how the world's set up. It's like this rigged system, but then they just like, no, we've got to play it for real. You mean the game that you don't just play, you live? Yeah, the game of life. How do you win? Nobody wins. Everybody loses. You all die. That's the end of the game of life. It's just about struggle and suffer. So do the least amount of suffering as possible. Use effortless action, like nature. You know, the nature doesn't waste energy. Nature uses just the right amount of energy. And nature is abundant because one apple tree provides so many apple seeds to make so many more apple trees. And then that guy in the who posted in the comments, he had about the patent for harvesting electricity from trees, which is, yeah, Aaron had that in his old videos too. And that's the point. These things is like, if you do get the good information out there, then the only thing you can do is memory hole and suppress it and be like, oh, Aaron was a spastic, don't listen to his spastic shit. Like, who? Oh, who are you talking about? What? There was no... It's like, I don't know, because there was... That's a voice that definitely reached the millions. Whether they remember it or not. And because, I mean, I know I got, like, you know, over 40,000 views on, like, some of my videos on the official view count before they ditched that channel, YouTube. And so, yeah, it's definitely... worth considering the evolution of thought. Because if biological evolution, Darwinian evolution is a hoax, doesn't mean that there's not this conceptual evolution. Because it'd be like, okay, so it's all bunk and hoax and bullshit. What about something better? Based in, like, truth, fact, reason, logic that would just function easier. You know, a nicer world, the world that Aaron wanted. Because he was angry, but he did genuinely want a nicer world at the end of the day. I think we should fucking... If they can martyr Charlie Church... If Charlie... See, that's the thing. Charlie Church is fucking hoax and they have this big stadium... That's what you should have for Aaron. A massive stadium funeral. Yeah, we should like that martyr Aaron, because he's already dead, and he already did all the work. And like that Flat Earth Astrolab app that he made, that was fantastic. Like, because he just had this background and he was able to, like, collate that data because he was, what was it, CTO of technology officer. Um, well, he worked at Goldman Sachs. That wasn't Goldman Sachs. It was another hedge fund thing. Point is, like, he just got all the data from because it's all publicly available where the flights are, and then he came up with a flight prison that showed where you can fly to. And like, so there's so much more land, there's so much more other shit outside of this. Like, we do live in this very fucking controlled thing in terms of like the flight prison and lands outside of the flight prison. It's amazing how much is fucking real estate. I was not wrong about that. Like, just, like, yeah. People are super fucking crazy neurotic, I guess. Not all of them, but at least enough. But yeah, this One Battle After Another, that's a really good movie. People should watch that, but I don't imagine it's gonna break any box office records. But could I make the same money from making low budget, shitty horror movies? No, by elevating schlock. That's what I was doing with the Dead Kelly. Because the opening scene's really good. It's like, uh, oh, it's a bit fucking long, and I already know it. Yeah, but it's really tense, and it'd be like cheap to do, and if you introduce just some of my cooked shit into it, it would it would be different. Yeah, I'd just make something. All right, maybe I'll start giving some time in the morning to writing the rest of the screenplay. Because if I can make the same amount of money making movies as I can making sushi, then I might as well just make movies for myself. I think I'm just gonna write the movie that I want to watch, and I'll put in characters saying that volcanoes are fake, and I'll put in all that shit because that's my idea. I'll just put Aaron's research into the Ned Kelly movie script. Call it Dead Kelly, like provisionally titled, whatever. Nah, but you gotta know what it is. Yeah. All right, I'll just do that because that will make it fun to write. That will make it interesting. And it's like that Paul Thomas Anderson guy. He didn't seem that fucking smart. Like, yeah, okay. I didn't need $175 million to make my movie either. And, I don't need to be paid fucking $1 million, Mr. fucking Anderson. If I could get 50 grand a year for making movies, then I'd be better off just doing that. Because I'd have a lot more free time. Okay. I think that's what Dave Chappelle said. Is his dad said to him, if you can make the same money from being a teacher, or his mum or some shit, as you make the same money that a teacher would doing comedy, then do your comedy. That's very sound advice. And like, oh, what's the name of that fucking lady that has the beef? Vanessa saw her the other day. The comedian that has the beef had the beef with Dave Chappelle. Hannah Gadsby. And then he was like, you have to say Hannah Gadsby's not funny. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, yeah. Maybe I should get some comedians to play some characters. That's an interesting thing. That was the thing that Scorsese said about Taxi Driver. That's why he got Albert Brooks to play that character. Because a comedian will interject this like physicality. Who is that fucking comedian that we saw who does acting? Something Hussein or Nazim? Nazim something. Yeah, alright.